This broadcast will begin in 5 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 4 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 2 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 1 minute. This broadcast will begin in 30 seconds.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
1 second from half court. Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh,
Did he bring it in?
he did.
It is.
Caught!
This broadcast is a production of the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Good evening from AHN Arena in Peters Township. Tonight, the WJPA Sports Network brings you a 5A Section 3 boys basketball matchup as the Indians host the South Fayette Lions. Hi, everyone. I'm Bob Gregg here on the Visit Greene County pregame show. Tom Drakely beside me. Jason Tennant, our floor director, heading up our Green Sports crew. Brett Gombita and Grady Peterson are on camera. Jacob Knisner is producing in our downtown Washington studios. Thomas Jefferson leads the section 2 games up on Peters. South Fayette sits in third place, a game and a half back of the Indians. All three have already clinched playoff spots. Tonight's game on the WJPA Sports Network is brought to you in part by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. By Washington Financial Bank, for 125 years, proud to be the bank that gets you. By Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation and Advanced Surgical Hospital. By CNX Dreamfields, making your dream field come true. By Washington and Jefferson College, W&J and Washington, moving forward together. And by Visit Greene. Greene County has something for everyone. Log on, visitgreene.org. Indians have played 3 overtime games, all into the win column. One of those against South Fayette the last time through the section. We'll talk more about that and have more for you on the Visit Greene County pregame show here on the WJPA Sports Network.
Turn your passion into a nursing career at CCBC Washington County College Center. Our associate degree nursing program launches fall of 2026, and you can start your journey now. Already an LPN? Our advanced placement pathway helps you level up towards becoming an RN. Learn more at our virtual information session, Wednesday, February 18th. Reserve your spot today at ccbcwashington.com.
You deserve a bank that lifts up your business, that shares your spirits, and your taste for success. At Washington Financial, we pride ourselves on crafting solutions that are as one of a kind as your business is. Go with the bank that gets you. Washington Financial Bank.
In sports and in life, accidents happen, and sometimes people get hurt. The doctors at Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation specialize in orthopedic surgery, joint replacement, foot and ankle reconstruction, hand and upper extremity surgery, sports medicine and rehabilitation, and game time medical services. With main offices near Wild Things Park and offices in Waynesburg, Charleroi, McMurray, and on Vanadium Road near St. Clair Hospital, you can count on Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation. Peters Township comes into tonight's game just 2-2 in their last 4 losses to section leader Thomas Jefferson and to Sewickley Academy, wins against Baldwin and Trinity. Prior to this 2-2 run, Peters had won 8 of 9, including all 3 of those overtime games, winning at Baldwin in extra time, against Fox Chapel here in a non-conference, and at South Fayette 49-45. Peters started the year 3-2. All told, Indians are 13-5 overall, 7-2, and in second place in Section 3. For South Fayette, been kind of one of those funky years. 1-3, 1-3, 2-2, then won 3 games in a row, including games at Trinity, at Ringgold, and against Bethel Park, that has South Fayette in control of the 3rd playoff position in this section, but 1-2 since. Losses to Thomas Jefferson and Aliquippa, a win against Baldwin. So they swept the Fighting Highlanders, who were in a dogfight with Ringgold, Baldwin, Bethel Park. Those teams Trinity still alive, but just barely.
Yeah, this is a pretty big game, I think, for South Fayette and Peters Township from the standpoint that Peters Township keeps the momentum going. Even though they've lost a couple games recently, Bob, they've played pretty good opponents. And I think they're playing better. Now, here's what, in Coach Joe Ehrman's words, they like to muck the game up. They want to slow it up. They want to keep you at their pace. He has got to find a way to get out and get it going, maybe with some pressure or pushing the ball down the floor. But you don't want to play a low possession game if you're Peters Township. You want to get that thing going a little bit and speed the pace of play up. If you can do that, you'll be in good shape.
All told, South Fayette is 6-4 in the league. 6 of their 8 wins have come in section play, and most of that against the teams below them, Baldwin, Bethel, Trinity, etc. 8-10 overall for Dave Mislin's squad. Game officials, Mark Tortorella is the referee, working with Dave Shinsky and Kevin Crummy on tonight's game. Appreciate help from both Joe Ehrman and Dave Mislin, also athletic directors Brian Geyer, his assistant Justin Piles, and AD at South Fayette, Mark Keener. Certainly appreciate all of their help.
Don't be surprised if this is a close game. South Fayette just has a way to keep things close, Bob. They really do.
Went to overtime the first time, right. So I would not be surprised in any fashion. Busy night around the Washington, Greene County area. Important ball games. We'll take a look at some of that, and we'll get you a look at our starters. That's all coming your way here very shortly. But first, want to just talk about what else is happening in the league in Section 3. I mentioned TJ's in front by 2 games on Peters Township. South Fayette a game and a half back of the Indians. Then Ringgold sits at 3-5, Baldwin 3-6, so they're in a virtual tie, and they play tonight at Baldwin. Huge game there for the Ringgold Rams and the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders. Bethel's at 2-7, Trinity at 2-8. Top 4 make the playoffs, which the cut line at the moment is Ringgold at 3-5. Take a look at the other games involving Washington Greene County teams on the WJPA Sports Network on our Visit Greene County pregame show here on WJPA Sports Network.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night and a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
I'm Elizabeth McLeod-Walls, president of Washington and Jefferson College. W&J is part of the fabric of Washington. You'll see our students, faculty, and staff volunteering in local organizations, supporting community events, collaborating with area schools, and lending a hand where help is needed. This is a place where people look out for one another, work side by side, and invest in the place we all call home. Washington and W&J, moving forward together.
Looking for your next getaway? Discover Greene County, Pennsylvania, where small-town charm meets wide-open adventure. Explore scenic parks and winding trails. Visit historic towns and tour our picturesque covered bridges. Enjoy family-friendly events, hands-on history, and peaceful countryside views. Whether you're planning a day trip or a weekend escape, Greene County has something for everyone. Start planning your visit today at visitgreene.org.
Starting lineups being introduced to the crowd here at the AHN Arena at Peters Township. Let's take a look at those as well. First of all, the visitors. From South Fayette, right next door, 6-4 section record, 8-10 overall under Dave Mislin. 6'4 senior Tyson Wright averages 12 points and 7 boards a game. 6'5 junior Owen Keener, 11 points and 6 boards. 5'11 junior Eli Latouf. 5'10 junior Dylan Mons, and a 6' junior Braden Plasko. Again, it's Wright, Keener, Latouf, Mons, and Plasko for South Fayette. For Joe Ehrman's Peters Township Indians, 5'11 senior Lucas Ross gets the start tonight. He'll be joined by classmate 5'11 12th grader Jaden Greco, 5'11 sophomore Lucas Sachs, 6'8" junior Jake Wetzel, averaging nearly a double-double, 11 points, 9 boards a game. And a young man, now a senior, 6'1", 12th grader, set poised to become the all-time scoring leader in boys basketball history here at Peters Township. Dylan Donovan averaging 20 points and 5 rebounds a game.
And a quality player. Now with that in mind, you know that puts a little pressure on his shoulders tonight. He's got to put that record thing behind and just play basketball. I will say this, Bob, you've got 2 quality coaches here, 2 of the best in the WPIL, in my opinion. These guys run their program efficiently. They do an excellent job on court coaching, and their play and players reflect both of these gentlemen.
I want to ask you another question about what kind of pressure that puts on the rest of the team. Donovan, I mean, he's used to scoring, but do the other 4 look to find ways to get him the ball to do that?
There's no question, and to get it done sooner than later. But you got to get 12 points. I mean, that's a lot of points yet.
Opening tip controlled by Peters Township. Jaden Greco stepping in front after the tip by Tyson Wright. He knocked it back behind him, and Greco able to get to it. Jake Wetzel's pass tip. Pick and roll, take it off and dunk to open the game.
Well, what a beautiful screen and roll that was that time, and an excellent pass by Dylan Donovan.
Man-to-man, Peters Township defense. Mon's pass tipped away, controlled by Lucas Sachs. Sachs has it stolen right back, though, by Braden Plasko.
Yeah, just got a little bit careless with the basketball.
35 seconds in, 2-0 Peters Township. Plasko deals left side. And now coming out in the midcourt area is Latouf. Bring it right side to Mons. Volleyball 10-foot line. It's right. One of the taller players for South Fayette. They want him down low when he can get there. And inside the arc now. Takes it up to the elbow.
They'll be very deliberate, Bob. This is what they do. They do not rush shots.
Latouf on the dribble. Ball to the far side. Plasko for 3 off the rim. Won't go. Rebound cleared by Keener, and then he is fouled. Foul on Lucas Rost. First foul of the game. Baseline throw in. And it's going to be Plasko to key it. Latouf started to go up top, but then Wright going to step out, and he'll take the feed. Here's Jake Wetzel between him and the basket. Not driving there.
No.
3 ball, far side, hard, off the back rim. Shot by Dylan Mons won't go, and Peters rebounds. Indians up 2-0, 6:35 to play, opening quarter. Greco put it on the deck. Deal with the Rost, and now out to the far corner. Dribble drive into the paint. Floater out front. Will not go for Lucas Sachs.
And Dylan Donovan has yet to shoot a shot, Bob.
Nice move to the hoop. Latouf too strong. He switched to the left hand. Didn't need to, and switched to the left hand, and that shot didn't go. Indians almost turned it over. They saved the possession and reset the offense. Donovan with the ball in hand now. Dribble drive. Stops side of the lane. Spin it in front. Trying to find a way to put the shot up. 3 ball up for Greco. It's good. Spins around the world and home for 3.
Yeah, Jaden Greco can knock down that perimeter shot. They have a couple of three-point shooters out there, the Indians.
5:45 to play, opening quarter. 5-0 Peters Township. Indians trying to sweep a girls-boys doubleheader, though the girls' game was not against South Fayette.
No, it was
that would
not.
have been news. Albert Gallatin could not score for the longest time. To the hoop, shot won't go. Wetzel knocks it out of bounds. Shot put up by Dylan Mons, and he was not threatened at all by going in there among the tall trees.
Well, that's the advantage Peters Township has. Wetzel at 6'8", regardless of whether he blocks the shot, Bob, he causes problems.
Inbound inside, and Wetzel stopped Keener from taking a shot there. Keener saved that inbound play. Now a wraparound pass off the mark. Keener can't get it. Dylan Donovan can. Peters up 5-0. Donovan to the hoop. Fade away off the window, won't go. Rebound cleared by Tyson Wright for South Fayette. Mons, cross court, open man, 3 ball. Plasko hits the side of the backboard. Rebound comes right down to Lucas Rost. Ball thrown to the corner, off balance. A little too big of a hurry there for Lucas Sachs, but saved by a teammate. Screen set by Wetzel as Greco tries to get in the paint. Greco backs out to the volleyball 10-foot line. Ball comes to Ross, dribbles to the elbow, took it into the paint, stop, kick it around, near side 3 ball, Greco, good.
Nice pass, unselfish play. Greco can shoot it. And interestingly enough, Bob, it was Sachs, I believe. He had 8 threes against Trinity.
Ball goes inside to Keener. The leaner won't go. Wetzel clears the glass. Donovan leading a 3-on-3. Donovan in the free throw circle, spins and backs it out, keeps the dribble. Try to give it underneath to Wetzel, and the ball denied. Good work there by Keener for South Fayette to keep that pass from getting into the big man.
South Fayette playing excellent help defense. Every time Donovan tries to drive, there's an extra defender.
Halfway through the first quarter, 8-0 Peters Township with the lead. Tyson Wright on the dribble. Elbow jumper. Pulled it up right on the money.
Good looking jumper there that time by Tyson Wright.
First points of the night for South Fayette. 8-2 Peters Township with the lead. Ross deals right side to Sachs. Wetzel, back cut to Donovan. Stops before going underneath, and Donovan scores.
Yeah, they run that play an awful lot when the ball goes to the post. On the wing, you back cut immediately and get that layup.
First points of the night for Dylan Donovan. Right beyond the top of the key, looking entry to Keener. Can't get it there, so goes instead to Dylan Mons. Most of the team's benches are at the scorer's table to check in. Held ball in the paint. Donovan ties up Dylan Mons, and with that, a possession arrow throw in. Get a look here at this shot from the elbow by Wright. Just nothing but net.
Yeah, nice pull up that time rather than try to go in and force a shot over the big Jake Wetzel.
3:09 to play first quarter. Inbound play. Jake Levasseur had checked in. He takes that inbound. Feed to Tyson Wright, gets to the elbow, feeds it back out. Plesko looked at a 3, doesn't take it, dribbles into the circle, crossover, trying to get Wetzel to leave his feet, no can do. Levasseur, deal it out on the left wing. Noah Feltz also checked in on the stoppage. Plesko to the hoop, off balance shot off the window and in.
Yeah, nice drive by Plesko that time. Off glass.
Indians set up now. Xavier Knox, one of the Peters Township subs, catches a feed from Wetzel. Dangerous pass out to Donovan. If Plesko knew that was coming, that's a layup. Donovan trying to create, dish it underneath. Knox hangs in the air, lets traffic clear. Wetzel tips the miss to himself. Donovan for 3, good.
He knew the minute he shot that, he began walking backwards. Shooters know.
13-4, Peters Township leads, 2:05 to play opening quarter. Between the circles, Noah Fells takes it. Dribbles with the right hand, now the left, keeps it alive. A little scoop hand off to Will Scanlon. Spinorama can't get past Dan Dudek. 3-ball far side, short, rebound cleared. Lucas Ross, the 5'11 guy, takes it away from the 6'8 tall Timber. Ross, near side to Knox. Work it back around. Dylan Donovan, 1:35 to play in the first. Donovan, crossover once, twice, go to Ross, pump fake, kick it out, far side, 3-ball in flight. Dan Dudek won't go, and a foul call, or no, out of bounds play. The ball hit the game clock above the backboard. Donovan and Wetzel will now sit.
Peters doing a nice job moving the basketball in their offense. All their guards can penetrate. All their guards can shoot.
Cooper Donovan, first tour of duty. Good quick first step. Will Scanlon goes to the hoop, and a foul is called. 1:18 to play in our opening quarter. 13-4 Peters Township, back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Turn your passion into a nursing career at CCBC Washington County College Center. Our associate degree nursing program launches fall of 2026, and you can start your journey now. Already an LPN? Our advanced placement pathway helps you level up towards becoming an RN. Learn more at our virtual information session, Wednesday, February 18th. Reserve your spot today at ccbcwashington.com.
Will Scanlon misses both foul shots, but the rebound saved there by Owen Keener. South Fayette gets a second opportunity on this trip. Ball into the hands of Feltz, lob down low. Keener off balance, falling over backwards, lost the handle. The loose basketball, and the Indians come up with it, end up with a 3-on-2. Trouble, though, able to circle it around. Jaden Greco had trouble on that dribble, still does. Well, yeah, hook and hold, foul called.
Hook and hold for sure, but the defender did a nice job of grabbing hold onto that arm. Wouldn't let it go.
Third foul of the quarter on Peters Township. The one that sent Scanlon to the free throw line, by the way, was whistled on Dan Dudek.
And Joe Ehrman saw what I saw because I didn't think it was a hook and hold. I thought the defender grabbed his arm and held it.
40 seconds to play, first quarter, 13-4. Peters Township leads South Fayette. Keener took the feed outside the lane, worked it back out. On the dribble, trying to get somewhere, and stepping out of bounds is Noah Fells.
Yeah, nice job that time by Dudek.
It is Scanlon, rather. My apologies.
Well, Dudek did a nice job not conceding that baseline drive, forced them to go out of bounds.
And now with the late first quarter offensive possession, Wetzel and Dylan Donovan check back in.
Well, that's a good move. You want your scorers in there.
Lucas Ross works through backcourt, working against Jake Livasseur. Ball to Wetzel.
Oh.
Player gets his feet tangled up going through, and that was Jaden Greco. And
he fell down.
Yep. Incidental feet tangle.
What a luxury it is as an offensive player to be able to have the release of the 6'8" player, and he can see over top of all the defenders.
Lions get it in front court. First touch for Alex Deans. Ball goes left side to Scanlon. Much shorter lineup on the floor for the Lions. Deans for three, pulled it up way short, and it goes out of bounds. The buzzer sounds ending the quarter. Peters Township 13, South Fayette 4 after 1. Back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
You deserve a bank that drives your business. One that's with you for the long haul and knows how to keep your business rolling. At Washington Financial, we pride ourselves on delivering customized solutions, ones that are built for the unique journey your business is on. Go with the bank that gets you. Washington Financial Bank.
In sports and in life, accidents happen, and sometimes people get hurt. The doctors at Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation specialize in orthopedic surgery, joint replacement, foot and ankle reconstruction, hand and upper extremity surgery, sports medicine and rehabilitation, and game time medical services. With main offices near Wild Things Park and offices in Waynesburg, Charleroi, McMurray, and on Vanadium Road near St. Clair Hospital, you can count on Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation. Jaden Greco with a pair of three balls to lead all scorers with 6 points. Dylan Donovan has 5. 2 points for Jake Wetzel. Actually opened the scoring, Jake Wetzel. A couple of players with 2 points apiece for South Fayette, Tyson Wright and Braden Plasko. The WPIL football championship squad from Peters Township being recognized here. Well, had a lot of fun covering them down the stretch. And,
they had quite a run, haven't they?
Indeed, and right to the very end, losing to Bishop McDevitt in a wild game that the Indians thought they might have won.
Yeah,
or at least forced overtime. And gave up a last-second field goal, walk-off.
How about the Whitfield final? I mean, it was just as exciting against Pine Richland. Came down that all of a sudden they weren't winning, and then they were. I mean, great game.
Start of the second quarter, Peters will have the basketball, and they will also have a 13-4 lead. Nobody in foul trouble. Peters has the only fouls, 1 each on 3 players. South Fayette didn't take advantage, 0 for 2 at the free throw line, the only foul shots of the game. Beautiful crossover by Donovan. Get the ball to Greco. That shot not available. They'll work it back around the perimeter. Man-to-man, South Fayette defense fighting through the screen. Rost on the dribble into the paint. Goes Greco, picks it up at the low block. Got to get out of there. Give it off to Donovan. Donovan, a little shake and bake. Crossover. Look away. Up with the right hand. Missed it. Wetzel tipped the rebound but couldn't get it. Tyson Wright does for South Fayette.
Boy, he has some clever little moves on offense.
Feed goes down low to Keener. Good hustle back by Wetzel to block the shot. Get it ahead quickly to Donovan. He missed the lay-in. Rebound. Ball taken away. Good hands there by Noah Fells to rip the ball free. Wright down low, high off the window and in.
Wright threw up the prayer, and it was answered. How about Donovan? Missed a couple of easy ones here down the stretch.
13-6. Peters Township's lead is 7.
South Fayette will not go away. They're that kind of a team.
Greco looks, deal it off to Wetzel with the low block. Wright trying to force him deep. Wetzel muscles his way up, and he missed the shot in tight.
Boy, they're missing some point-blank shots. Drives you crazy when you're coaching.
Mons give it off far side. 3 ball served up by Plasko. Didn't get to the iron. Indians rebound, but the ball knocked loose from behind.
Well, he got fouled. I mean, that should have been a foul. No call.
Fells brings it near side. It's Plasko once again. Averages 8 points a game. Put it on the deck. Into the paint goes Fells. Give it back to Plasko. Right to set a screen. Indians fight off that pass into the paint. Telegraphed and picked off. Dylan Donovan with the ball. Set the feet. 3 ball in flight. Good.
Woo. Oh, it's a deep one, Bob.
Donovan now with 8. 16-6. Peters plus 10. Ball goes inside to Keener. His leaner won't go. Rebound. Tyson Wright from 10. Good.
Right. 6 points for him. He's been very efficient.
5:45 to play. Second quarter. 16-8. Indians plus 8 on the Lions. Donovan at 11 points, or at 8 points at the moment. Spins past the defender. Kick it around. Rost. Unselfish pass. Gets it to Sachs. Shot won't go. Rebound Ross. Inside. Shot won't go. Wetzel knocked the rebound loose. And it's going to be last touched by Wetzel.
Wetzel did a really nice job keeping that ball alive, but just couldn't get his hands on the last rebound.
5:22 to play, opening half. Peters Township scored the first 8 points of the game, and the Indians lead by 8 at the moment. So it's been all even ever since. Loose ball, scramble on the far side. Last touched by South Fayette's Dylan Mons. And both of these teams are tenacious on defense.
Well, Lucas Sachs, he did a fabulous job defensively that time, and anticipating the pass and got his hand on it, knocked it off of the offensive player from South Fayette.
Ross takes the inbound. Lines continuing this man-to-man. Ball goes to Xavier Knox, and now inside pass, try to get it back to him. Bad pass there by Greco, picked off.
Yeah, that was a really bad pass.
Lions get the ball inside to right, catch and shoot. Very quick action there, and a timeout for Peters Township. 4:52 to play, second quarter. Peters Township 16, South Fayette 10. Back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Welcome back to AHN Arena. I think I've got a cot in the back room here somewhere. I'm going to be here all day tomorrow with the WPIL 2A and 3A team tournament semifinals, third place, and championship matches. All wrestling all day long tomorrow.
It'll be a busy one.
After the Joe Ehrman timeout, the Indians bring the ball up the floor. Wetzel, deal it far side. Now bring it in. Lucas Ross can't get his shot to go.
Bob, they've had great looks. They're just missing shots. I mean, you can't ask for better shot selection. You got to make them.
It's a great pass there from Xavier Knox as well, and you don't get the assist because the shot doesn't go.
He thought better of. Tyson Wright was trying to work his way around the 6'8" Wetzel. Didn't happen.
Vaughn's on the dribble, gets a screen from right. Wetzel forces that shot off the mark, may have gotten a piece of it. Dylan Donovan takes the feed, brings it up the floor.
Yeah, I thought he did get a piece of that.
3 ball, nothing but net. Dylan Donovan's got 11.
And he's feeling it.
19-10, Peters plus 9 as we click under 4 minutes. Steal for Rost, has a trailer. Shot won't go, foul called, and Ross going to go to the foul line. First foul of the game on South Fayette. And this one's going to be tagged on Braden Plasko. Lucas Ross to shoot 2. First free throw up and in. First point of the game for Rost, and the lead now 10 points.
First free throw attempt for Peters Township, and only 2 have been attempted by the South Fayette Lions. Not a lot of foul shots here, Bob.
Rost, second effort, perfect. 21-10.
He's only a 48% free throw shooter, and he knocked them both.
Lions get across the timeline, and then Scanlon and Levasseur back and forth. Scanlon's got it. Get it into the paint to Plasko. Free throw line open. Jumper too strong, and a rebound tipped around. Good battle inside between Wright and Dudek.
And in that time, Peters Township went to that extended zone, Bob, something they do more frequently.
Donovan near side to Dudek, and now to Rost. Rost handed it off to Cam Kirch. Kirch wide open 3 ball, perfect.
Yeah, he can shoot the ball. He's deceptive. You just can't let him set his feet.
24-10, Peters plus 14.
Only a sophomore.
Into the paint, little fade away for Latouf, won't go. Indians get the rebound. Donovan wants the ball.
Oh, he's feeling it.
Next point for Dylan Donovan. Muscles his way, pulls the shot up short. Rebound for Knox, and a putback. Timeout, South Fayette. 2:39 to play. First half, Peters Township 26, South Fayette 10. Back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
I'm Elizabeth McLeod Walls, president of Washington and Jefferson College. In Washington, we are a community that grows together. W&J students, faculty, and neighbors share ideas, support local initiatives, and help strengthen the region we're all proud to be part of. From service projects to local partnerships, we're committed to being good neighbors and active contributors. Because when one of us thrives, we all do. W&J in Washington, moving forward together.
Looking for your next getaway? Discover Greene County, Pennsylvania, where small town charm meets wide open adventure. Explore scenic parks and winding trails. Visit historic towns and tour our picturesque covered bridges. Enjoy family-friendly events, hands-on history, and peaceful countryside views. Whether you're planning a day trip or a weekend escape, Greene County has something for everyone. Start planning your visit today at visitgreene.org.
Another score in the girls 5A Section 4, just to note. Peters Township girls walloped Albert Gallatin, and now they remain in a win and you're in situation. If they win out, if Peters Township girls win out, they will have come back from the dead and make the playoffs.
They had no chance last week. They had 2 wins. Credit to Peters Township. They're figuring it out.
The other score, Baldwin 66-60 over Uniontown. Baldwin solidly in second place in that section. Left side, Latouf, entry pass to the low block to Keener, back out, Plasko 3, short. Right trying to reach around Lucas Ross, can't get to the rebound.
Ross, he's had a couple of rebounds in there at only 5'10", 5'11".
Donovan working against Plasko. Give it off to Dudek, help in the far corner. It's Kirch, back around. Ross crossover, trying to shake free, dribbling in traffic. Wide open look now for Cam Kirch off the back of the rim. Long rebound. Latouf will bring it up the floor, trying to cross over against Kirch, and an offensive foul called.
How about that call, huh?
Second foul of the quarter on South Fayette.
Bob, who was that foul on?
11, I believe.
That's what I thought.
It was Latouf on the drive, right?
Yes, Latouf on the drive and used the elbow.
Yeah, it was definitely Latouf.
Yes.
I don't know that the score table got that, but
no, they didn't put it
the
up.
Scorers did, but I don't know that the scoreboard operators got it. But it was indeed on Latouf. Donovan, deal into the corner. 3 ball for Lucas Sachs, nothing but net.
He can shoot it too. It's really, when you watch Peters Township play, the one thing that stands out, Bob, all 5 players pretty much can handle the basketball, create a shot opportunity for themselves or for a teammate.
Nearly a 4-minute drought as Peters Township's put up 13 straight, but now that drought comes to an end. Bucket for Tyson Wright. He's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, he's been very effective. Gets to the rim, made little jumpers.
29-12, Peters Township with a comfortable lead. Donovan over the shoulder, 3 ball, Sachs wide left. Long rebound comes clear out beyond the arc. And Plasko takes it. He'll go coast to coast. 2-hand shot won't go. Rebound and a putback for Owen Keener.
Keener averages 11 a game. That's his first field goal this evening. I would imagine Peters will hold for one here, Bob.
Donovan and Sachs in the midcourt. Sachs starts the dribble. And now give it off to the far side to Greco, and an offense or a foul hold called.
Noah Feltz.
First foul of the game on Feltz. Scanlon will check out. Deans checks back in. Kurtz checks out. And Ross back on the floor for Peters Township. Donovan to key the inbound. It goes to Rost. Donovan trying to shake free. Ball to Wetzel. Final seconds. Jumper. Baseline up and in from 15 feet. The 2-pointer for Lucas Sachs gives him 5 and gives Peters Township a 31-14 lead at intermission. We'll recap the first 16 minutes when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Turn your passion into a nursing career at CCBC Washington County College Center. Our associate degree nursing program launches fall of 2026, and you can start your journey now. Already an LPN? Our advanced placement pathway helps you level up towards becoming an RN. Learn more at our virtual information session, Wednesday, February 18th. Reserve your spot today at ccbcwashington.com.
You deserve a bank that brings fresh ideas to your business. One that can see you're a cut above and knows you like you know your customers. At Washington Financial, we pride ourselves on preparing personalized solutions, ones that cater to the unique needs of your business. Go with the bank that gets you. Washington Financial Bank.
31-14 Peters Township, and 2 real key places the difference in this ball game. 8-0 start and then a 13-0 run in the middle of the second quarter.
Well, and as I look at the scoring column, Bob, only 3 players have notched the scoring column for South Fayette, and the 2 out of the 3 only had a bucket apiece. It's been Tyson Wright with 10, but you look at Peters Township, the distribution, they have 7 guys in the scoring column. Hard to guard.
And 4 guys with 3 balls, plus the big guy with a jam, a high percentage shot.
I watched Peters Township play Thomas Jefferson on TV last week or so ago, and that game was really tight until late in the third, but they're playing better. They seem to be playing with a little more confidence out there, and when the big guy in there is making proper decisions, he makes everybody else better. I just think they're playing well at the right time with the playoffs right around the corner.
Well, and the opportunity here in this league to ride the TJ coattails, if that's I mean, you talk about it that way. You're 2 in this league. If you're playing well at the finish,
right.
it could be open.
But I wouldn't be a bit surprised if somebody beats TJ along the way. I mean, that can happen. You know how the playoffs are. I really, the one thing that Peters has, they've got a go-to player. You got Donovan averaging 20 points a game. When you need a bucket, get him the basketball, he usually delivers.
Promised you a look at the other action around the two-county area. Let me run that down right now. 63-16, I believe, was the final score. Peters Township girls a winner over Albert Gallatin to improve to 4-6. And again, 2 more wins for Peters, one against Uniontown, one against Bethel Park, puts them in the playoffs regardless of what else happens.
And I think they'll get those 2 wins. I really do. So good for them.
On the schedule tonight in 3A girls, McGuffey's at Brownsville and Waynesburg home with Seton LaSalle tomorrow. I think that's an 11 o'clock tip-off. In 2A girls, California at Carmichael's. Carmichael's just 1 win on the season overall and winless in Section 3. California playoff berth in hand at 5-1. And West Green wins at home tonight. They're heading for the playoffs. The West Green girls beat Clairton 46-27. Boys action involving teams from the Washington Greene County area. Cannon McMillan's at Hempfield at Big Macs. Oh, they're going to look back and see all kind of opportunities, a whole bunch of close games that if they possession here or possession there ends up in a bucket, they're in the playoffs. But their backs are way against the wall. 4 to play, down 3.
They'd almost have to sweep the table, and that's such a difficult section. But you're right, they're going to look back and see that opportunities were there, and they were unable to capitalize.
One of the things that I know has happened, Upper St. Clair has beaten Imani Christian, so that brings Imani within a game. Upper St. Clair leads that league at 11-1. Here in 5A Section 3, Peters Township home with South Fayette. Peters leading 31-14, looking to sweep the season series against the Lions. Ringgold playing tonight at Baldwin. Those are 2 of the 3 teams in a dogfight for the 4th and final playoff spot out of this 7-team section. In 3A Section 2, Keystone Oaks at McGuffey, Stowe Rocks at Wash High. You have McGuffey, Stowe Rocks, and Washington in a virtual tie, 3-way tie with 2 playoff spots on the line.
Well, it's a big game for Washington. I hope they bring their A game.
Big game for McGuffey. Big game for Stowe Rocks.
Yeah, big game for all those teams.
Section 4 in 3A. Tonight, Waynesburg is home with the section leader, Southmoreland. Waynesburg comfortably in playoff position, and in fact at 4-2, I think the Raiders have clinched a playoff spot. Charleroi, a game back of Waynesburg. They're playing tonight at Mount Pleasant, one of the 2 teams on the bottom at 1-6. 2A action. 2A Section 1, Bentworth in playoff position at the moment and very comfortable there, but they do not want to go in the way they've been playing lately. In a little bit of a funk, have dropped now to 6-4, playing tonight at Clairton. And going to Clairton is rarely a recipe for getting your funk figured out.
Yeah, that's not an easy place to go play and win a basketball game.
California boys are winless on the season. They're on the road tonight playing at Fraser, a team that's just 2 games ahead of them in the Section 1 standings. In 2A Section 3, best centers at Chartiers Houston, Jeff Morgan at Fort Cherry. Those are 4 teams that have playoff berths in hand playing each other tonight. Then you have West Green home with Burgettstown. West Green looking to lock up their playoff position. Mapletown and Carmichael's are on the bottom of that Section 3 standing. Could be a huge weekend for the Avella Eagles. Currently in a virtual tie for second place behind Nazareth Prep. Avella 13-4 overall, 4-2 in the league, and they play 2 of the 3 bottom teams in their league. Tonight at Cornell, tomorrow at home with Summit Academy. Beat both of those first time through. If the Eagles sweep, they'd clinch a playoff berth.
That would be wonderful. They're having a great season, Bob. Hope they can keep it going.
We're at the half here, 31-14. A little peek ahead to what's coming up tomorrow. McGuffey will wrestle Derry at 10 o'clock. And then we'll wrestle either Burrell or Laurel in either the championship or 3rd place match. Winners will meet for first, losers for 3rd. We'll have the McGuffey matches on WJPA AM video through Flow Wrestling, available with that subscription under WPIL and PIAA agreements. Then at 1:30, Cannon McMillan will wrestle Norwin in the AAA semifinals. The other match there is Franklin Regional and Connellsville. Winners will meet at 3 for the championship and the losers will wrestle for third. And in AAA, only the top 3 go on to the state team tournament. The 4 AA teams already know they're wrestling on Tuesday in the first round of the PIAA tournament. But in 3A, you got to get to that top 3. The 2 finalists and the winner of the third place match. We'll have all the Canna McMillan matches for you on WJPA AM. Audio available online and the video through Flow Wrestling. Again, subscription required under WPIAL agreements. Both teams back on the floor. We'll get you set for the start of the second half when we come back. Peters Township 31, South Fayette 14 at recess here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation. In sports and in life, accidents happen, and sometimes people get hurt. The doctors at Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation specialize in orthopedic surgery, joint replacement, foot and ankle reconstruction, hand and upper extremity surgery, sports medicine and rehabilitation, and game time medical services. With main offices near Wild Things Park and offices in Waynesburg, Charleroi, McMurray, and on Vanadium Road near St. Clair Hospital, you can count on Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Now, Dylan Donovan came into the game needing 12 points to become the all-time scoring leader boys basketball at Peters Township. Eric Lang has been able to hold on for 16 minutes of the first half. We'll see what happens to that title.
I remember that name well. He was a heck of a player. He's got to, at one point, let's get this out of the way, and then he can focus on the rest of the game.
Coaches, well, Dave Mislin done talking to his charges. They're already out on the floor.
Yeah, I don't think he's very happy with their performance. Offensively, they have not been able to accomplish much outside of Tyson Wright. Peters Township, on the other hand, very diversified in their offensive production tonight.
Just a note about that Bentworth-Clairton game. I'm trying to check with Brian Malecki, but I just got a note that that game was postponed.
Oh,
so
okay.
I will check. South Fayette will start with the basketball. Lions work it in the perimeter. Peters matched up man-to-man. Dribble, drive, force a shot up there. Tough work there. And Eli Latouf. I'm sorry, who got the follow there, partner?
Owen Keener.
Keener with his second bucket.
Yeah, Latouf tried to get the shot up, was contested. They got the offensive rebound and scored.
Nice drive by Ross. Quick first step, flopped to the floor by the defender, and the rebound knocked out of bounds by South Fayette.
Yeah, some contact on that shot, but no call by the official. Sometimes I wonder what you have to do to get a foul called. I thought he was pulling the trigger there, Bob.
Donovan with a pump fake. Got Plasko to leave his feet, but couldn't make the shot. Baseline shot runner for Lucas Ross won't go. 31-16. Every rally starts somewhere.
Absolutely.
Lions are hoping it was the put back by Keener. He's in the paint. Been there a long time. Got to do something with the ball. Keener scores.
Back-to-back baskets for Keener, and they're cutting into this lead.
Yeah, I think if he passed the ball there, we were going to get a whistle. Donovan to the hoop. Shot won't go.
It's like 4 close misses he's had this evening.
Shot challenged. Plasko looked at a 3, gets open again, crossover. Looking lob entry to Keener, but can't go there. Now goes to Keener outside the paint, to right to the elbow, rattles it around. That won't go. Rebound cleared by Lucas Sachs. Push it up the near sideline. Sachs stops on the wing, Give it to Donovan. Hands on him. Yeah, that's supposed to be a foul. And there it is.
Well, they finally called one.
Dylan Mons called for the foul, his first, team's first of the quarter. He had 2 hands on Donovan there.
Well, I know a couple of these guys do college games, and honestly, Bob, we've had this discussion. Fouls are fouls, and you have to call them at this level.
Yep, this is not the college game.
Exactly.
I don't care how many of these guys are going to go play at the next level. Air ball served up from the far side, lands right in the lap of Tyson Wright. He'll push the issue. Nice feed ahead to Keener's got another bucket, 3 in this quarter.
Keener was very quiet in the first half, and he's had 3 straight buckets.
Keener averages 11 a game, and he's got 8 now, had just 2 at the break. 31-20, Peters still up double digits.
Well,
it's the comfort there, but.
Little comfort. I'm not sure Coach Ehrman's comfortable right now.
Sachs deals left side to Rost. Wetzel sets a pick, 3-ball near side, and nothing but net for Greco, his 3rd tray of the game.
And that'll make you comfortable.
34-20. Entry pass gets inside. Keener's turnaround, rolls up and in.
Where have you been, Owen Keener?
Timeout, Peters Township.
He is not happy.
34-22. Peters Township plus 12. But Joe Ehrman wants to talk this over. We're back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
I'm Elizabeth McLeod-Walls, president of Washington and Jefferson College. For generations, W&J has lived right in the heart of Washington, learning alongside our neighbors, lending a hand, and building traditions that connect us. We are committed to being present, supportive, and engaged in the community we're proud to call home. We celebrate our shared history, and we look forward to building the future together. W&J in Washington, moving forward together.
Well, not happy with how much Keener's taken over inside, and Joe Ehrman uses the timeout.
Well, they stood behind him on the last 2 possessions, and they were able to make the direct pass. That's an easy basket. You got to front that. You can't allow him just to catch the ball a foot from the basket.
And now South Fayette going to crank up some pressure.
Yeah, this is interesting. They don't usually press, but they're full court man-to-man.
Oh, nice blow-by move by Sachs. He left Latouf in the dust. 3-ball near side, good. Greco's cranking it up. He's got 4.
Man, I'll tell you what, how many times have we seen them answer that way with a 3?
Latouf, very active with that off-hand elbow. Jumper from the side of the lane rolls up and in for Dylan Mons.
Yeah, nice touch on that.
37-24, Peters plus 13. 4:45 to play, 3rd quarter. 3-ball. Greco, this time it goes up the iron and off the pipe above.
I don't think Joe was happy. He's shaking his head, and I can't blame him because that was not out of the offense. That was dribble, I will shoot. Heat check. Is that what they call it, Bob? The heat check.
Lions get the ball quickly in front court, then lose it. Latouf able to, ball just laying there at the volleyball 10-point line. He gets back to it. Cutter comes through, takes the pass. Mons to Wright. Wright will put it on the deck, started toward the hoop. Wetzel said, not this way. And a bounce pass entry from Mons, picked off, went right to Greco.
Well, and that's why you front the post, Bob.
Greco to Dylan Donovan. Spinorama. Donovan to the high post, into the lane, push off. Jumper off the rim, won't go. Rebound tipped by Wetzel. And it's going to be last touched by Tyson Wright.
There are times, Bob, when Dylan Donovan just does a little bit too much dribble. When he's come off screens, when he has been able to get the ball in reversal, he's deadly. But sometimes a little carried away.
Inbound feed to Knox. Go to Rost, far side, 3-ball in flight, nothing but net. Dan Dudek. 40-24, the Indians push the margin back to 16. Tyson Wright on the dribble, trying to get by Knox. Lost the handle, ball knocked out of his hands by Knox. Cooper Donovan going to check in, got to tuck his shirt in.
And I think he was told.
They're not supposed to wave you in with that shirt out, but not supposed to go to the scores table with the shirt untucked. Inbound to Wright, knocked out of his hands again. Good hands there by Xavier Knox.
Yeah, Xavier Knox is a tough kid inside. He's not real tall, but he plays you hard.
Wright gets another inbound, this time a little jumper further out.
Yeah, and that looked pretty good there.
He's got a dozen. But South Fayette cannot afford to just trade buckets when they're down by 14. Donovan takes the feed from Cooper Donovan. Dillon over the shoulder. 3-ball in-flight air ball going for the baseline, and Ross trying to get to it and can't. Screened off by Latouf. It was going to be Donovan with an assist by Donovan, but didn't get the look.
Dillon will take a seat for a minute or two just to settle him down.
Well, the other thing, you have a 14-point lead. You got people a little further down the bench. You want to get in.
Absolutely.
Game action against the game opponent.
Well, he plays a lot of kids, and I think that's good. And then when you need them, they'll have experience.
Noah Fells held up by Lucas Rost. Rost, second foul of the game. First on Peters in this third quarter.
Well, it took him a while to make the call. He fouled him about 4 times before they called it.
Inbound to Plasko. And Sachs will pick him up.
Oh, what a steal.
Picks his pocket, goes in all alone and scores.
What a beautiful steal by Sachs.
42-26, Peters plus 16 again. Noah Fells almost fell over there and got away with maybe a walk. Keener, side of the lane, shot won't go. Knox rebounds for Indians. Ross brings it up the floor to the top of the key. Down the lane, kick it back out, pass deflected, and out into the seats. Jake Livisser will check in. And Keener going to get a breather here. 8 points in the quarter, 10 in the game. Baseline throw in for the Indians. Rost to Knox and hand it off to Rost. Near side 3, Dan Dudek short off the window, and a rebound and a battle for, and going to get a held ball.
Held ball?
Yeah, I'm not, the body of...
Was that a held ball?
The body of Knox was between the official here, I think, and they do rule that a held ball. Going to be Cooper Donovan and Tyson Wright credited with the held ball. Peters will throw it in.
Maybe one of the fastest held balls I've seen.
Yeah, certainly in boys basketball.
Oh, no question.
You get that whistle all the time in the girls. 3-ball up and in.
Lucas Sachs. I guess if you make 8 threes in your previous game, you're not afraid to let it fly in this game.
Sachs with 10 points tonight. To the hoop goes Tyson Wright. Nice spin move to get by Knox.
He's had an outstanding game. He's been hard to guard.
45-28, Peters plus 17. Battle for the loose ball, and it's going to be ruled last touch by Wright. And with that, Wetzel and Dylan Donovan will check back in.
Bob, you don't think Dylan Donovan is saying to himself, all I need is one basket? Yeah, the pressure of that, no question.
And Lucas Ross comes out, a little bloody lip. 3-ball, Dylan Donovan wide right, won't go. Tyson Wright skies through the paint, clears the rebound. Get it ahead to Plasko. Plasko shoulder into the defender. Sachs, ball taken away, and a holding foul on Plasko trying to get it back.
You know, Dylan Donovan has had some really nice looks tonight. Missed some shots that I thought he would make. And now he seems to be pressing just a little bit. Had a pretty good look there on the last possession, Bob.
Sachs inbounds to Donovan. 90 seconds to play third quarter. Peters Township up 17, right where they were when the third quarter started. Knox goes to Donovan. Wanted to go to the hoop, but was cut off. Nice defense there by Plasko. Knox looking to set a screen. Donovan, nice switch by the Lions there defensively. Donovan hooks it into the paint. Jumper won't go. Pushing foul, and Donovan's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
He held the ball in his hand for a good 15 seconds. Now, 2 shots. Only the third and fourth attempt by Peters Township this evening.
Dylan Donovan Free throw, no good.
Bob, he's feeling a little nervous. I can understand that he's shaking his head. Just, it's okay.
Second effort is coming. Free throw right on the money. 12 points for Dylan Donovan. Lions set up their half-court offense. Just under a minute to play now in this third quarter. Ball goes left side to Scanlon, to the corner to Keener, back around the perimeter, to the paint. Plasko, fade away at the elbow, won't go. Keener kept the rebound alive, able to grab it, feed to Scanlon. His pass inside is denied. Three ball,
no,
won't go, and a rebound goes over top of the backboard, and that is out of bounds.
Well, that looked like the running Rebs there. I mean, he just dribbled down and fired it up. I like the active hands, Peters Township, in their defensive sets, man. Their hands are distracting. They're tipping basketballs, causing fits for South Fayette.
Feltz across the timeline, hassled there by Greco. Feltz gets it back, deal it right side, Plasko to Feltz, near side now to Levasseur. 15 seconds to play third quarter. Peters Township says take 45 seconds off the clock if you want. Peters is leading by 18 at the moment.
Yeah, Plasko's got to shoot that. He's a little turnover.
They don't even get a look at all. Greco, floater at the buzzer, will not go. Peters Township 46, South Fayette 28 after 3. Back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Looking for your next getaway? Discover Greene County, Pennsylvania, where small town charm meets wide open adventure. Explore scenic parks and winding trails. Visit historic towns and tour our picturesque covered bridges. Enjoy family-friendly events, hands-on history, and peaceful countryside views. Whether you're planning a day trip or a weekend escape, Greene County has something for everyone. Start planning your visit today at visitgreene.org.
Turn your passion into a nursing career at CCBC Washington County College Center. Our associate degree nursing program launches fall of 2026, and you can start your journey now. Already an LPN? Our advanced placement pathway helps you level up towards becoming an RN. Learn more at our virtual information session, Wednesday, February 18th. Reserve your spot today at ccbcwashington.com.
Good news for South Fayette. They scored 14 points in the first half. They scored 14 in the third quarter. The bad news is Peters scored 15.
That is the bad news, and they did it largely by knocking down those long three-point shots.
South Fayette will start with the basketball.
Peters back to man-to-man. They had been in a zone a few possessions.
Tyson Wright takes the inbound feed, draws Wetzel out to him at the three-point line, but feed it back out.
Well, if you're South Fayette, you got to get some shots up, right, Bob?
Been a long time. Three ball near corner, up and in. Dylan Mons hits it.
They needed that.
46-31. Peters lead trimmed to 15. Dylan Donovan on the dribble. He's going to the hoop, leaner off the window, rolls out, it wouldn't stay.
Unbelievable, the shots he has missed this evening.
Oh, my. Owen Keener rebounds for South Fayette. Right to the elbow. Give it off to Latouf, and now wants to reset where Mons is. Mons open, pump fake, doesn't shoot it. Ball to Plasko. Plasko's leaner won't go, and a foul going to be called. I think Lucas Ross going to pick up his third.
Yeah, hit him right on the arm.
It is indeed third on Rost, first of the quarter. And just the third and fourth foul shots coming here for South Fayette in the game. Two in the opening quarter, both missed by Will Scanlon. And the lid's still on from the free throw line.
0 for 3. Plasko shooting the second.
That open 15-footer. Sometimes you need a hand in your face.
I think so.
Scanlon gets 1 of 2 on that trip. Coming up on 7 minutes to play in the fourth. 14-point Peters Township lead. Wetzel beyond the top of the key. To Donovan, back to Wetzel. Once on the deck, steps into the paint. Feed it back out for Lucas Sachs. Nothing but net tray.
Well, I'll tell you what, he has a great shot. What a release on his jump shot.
49-32, Indians plus 17. Great to have you along tonight here on the WJPA Sports Network. Tyson Wright to Plasko. Had an opening look in the circle but didn't take it. And now Wright, trouble with the dribble, locked loose, got it back, knocked loose in the Indians' control. Dylan Donovan kicked to Rost. Working out to the far side to the corner, 3-ball Sachs. It's good.
Only a sophomore.
52-32, Indians plus 20 now. Cutter down the lane. Keener lost his footing, able to get the ball back under control. Lost it, may have been tipped by Wetzel, and cleaning up the garbage is Tyson Wright. 54-34, or 52-34, my apologies. Dylan Donovan wants this bucket. Couple of moves, bang it in. No, he won't go.
I can't believe it.
It was 2/3 of the way down and kicked back up out.
He just can't make shots tonight.
Foul called on Braden Plasko, his third, team's first of the quarter, and Dylan Donovan will go back to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Oh, the frustration he showed on that miss. Bob, that was down. That was halfway in.
Hit 1 of 2 earlier. Donovan with that sets the new school scoring record all time.
Yeah.
Dylan Donovan's 13th point tonight, passes Eric Lang. And going to get a timeout. Peters Township, good move there by Joe Ehrman with the clock stop to get the timeout and allow Donovan to be celebrated by this crowd.
Enjoy the moment, young man.
1,293 points, the most ever by a boys basketball player at Peters Township. Eric Lang graduated in 2000, had that record for 26 years.
They've had a lot of quality players here too, Bob. I mean, you could go right down the line. I mean, they've just had so many good basketball players that have gone on and played in college, which I am assuming Dylan Donovan will play somewhere, not sure where. He's a good player.
Well, with 5:43 to play, fourth quarter, finally Donovan gets a shot to drop. And this one from the free throw line, he'll go back for the second look there.
And I'll bet you he won't miss those easy shots from here on in if he gets any.
Indians up 53-34. Donovan back for that second look at the stripe, nothing but net.
Little three-quarter press here.
Indians with a 20-point lead. Nice break there. Latouf takes it in the paint. Drop step. Scoop up with a right hand on the left side. And way too strong. Rebound grabbed by Lucas Sachs for Peters Township. Sachs gets it in front court. Donovan sets a pick. 3-ball. Jaden Greco's an air ball.
Yeah, I thought he was out a little deep when he released that.
Dylan Mons rebounds the miss. Force it ahead to Keener. The shot rejected by Wetzel, goes right back to Keener, and he puts it home.
Well, Keener did a nice job staying with it, not giving up on the shot.
54-36. Indians get across the timeline, and Lucas Ross just got feet back across the timeline. Nice save by Tyson Wright. Get it ahead to Plasko, and a steal attempt by Ross ends up in Keener's hands, and Keener clearing it up again. Timeout South Fayette. 14 points for Owen Keener, 54-38. 4:45 to play, 14-point Peters Township lead. Timeout on the floor, back on the WJPA Sports Network.
You deserve a bank that drives your business. One that's with you for the long haul and knows how to keep your business rolling. At Washington Financial, we pride ourselves on delivering customized solutions, ones that are built for the unique journey your business is on. Go with the bank that gets you. Washington Financial Bank.
In sports and in life, accidents happen, and sometimes people get hurt. The doctors at Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation specialize in orthopedic surgery, joint replacement, foot and ankle reconstruction, hand and upper extremity surgery, sports medicine and rehabilitation, and game time medical services. With main offices near Wild Things Park and offices in Waynesburg, Charleroi, McMurray, and on Vanadium Road near St. Clair Hospital, you can count on Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation.
And Lucas Rost, after the timeout, goes coast to coast for a lay-in. Our apologies. Lions get the ball back in front court, and a rebounding foul going to be called on Jake Wetzel. Got a hold of the arm. Keener was going back up for a putback.
That's only his first foul tonight.
(56-38), Peters Township with the lead. Second foul of the quarter on the Indians. Get the ball inbound. Tyson Wright not going to miss from there. He's got 16.
I'll tell you what, he's done a nice job this evening. He and Keener have been the offense for South Fayette.
Yeah, they've combined for 30 of the 40 points.
Exactly.
Peters Township up 56-40. Coming up on 4 minutes remaining.
Well, they don't have to be in a hurry.
Ross to the far corner. Ball comes out to Greco. Greco trying to get by Latouf. Left hand shot up and in. Jaden Greco, the lefty, shoots inside this time.
He has had a quiet but effective game this evening, Jaden Greco.
58-40, feed to Keener. Nice pass across the paint to Tyson Wright, cutting to the basket for two.
that was textbook. I really like that possession for South Fayette, Bob.
16-point lead. Pass does not get through to Dylan Donovan, but then trying to keep it alive was Keener, and he's going to get called for his first foul of the game. See the inbound play to Tyson Wright, and then watch as Jaden Greco goes in for the left-hand layup, and then here's this volleyball skip pass kind of look there from Keener to Wright for the two. Ball ahead, Greco. Get it to Dan Dudek. It wasn't who was intended to. Pass underneath to Xavier Knox, and he misses a shot. Rebound South Fayette. Lions get in front court. Latouf, side of the lane to Keener. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds Tyson Wright. Nice shoulder shimmy to the hoop. Scoop it in.
Well, I'll tell you what a pretty move by Tyson Wright.
58-44, 14-point lead. We're just under 3 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Well, if you're Peters Township, you can't take your foot off the gas. I mean, you still got to play hard. Try to score.
Ross behind the back. Try to jump it down low, and it's going to be a pass, so it's going to be an out-of-bounds play. Third foul of the quarter on South Fayette. This is Alex Deans called for the push. Sachs and Wetzel check back in for the host. And again, we will be here all day tomorrow. Coverage starts at 9:50 here on the AM side. Audio available online, the video through Flow Wrestling. We'll be calling the McGuffey matches on the AM. 3-ball near side, up and in for Dan Dudek. His second tray. Well, the Canamak matches as well on the AM. And the Flow Wrestling coverage will include whoever those two aren't wrestling. Elbow jumper won't go. Rebound tracked down by Deans. And South Fayette with another offensive set. Deans side of the lane. Latouf, Keener, feed it back out to Deans. Keener having a conversation with somebody in the stands while the play's going on.
Yeah, I see him looking up, talking to someone. That's probably not a good idea.
Inbound feed to Tyson Wright. Jumper won't go, just inside the lane, and then Keener loses his balance and falls right down the back. Peters Township player, Dudek. And so the foul on Keener. His second, team's fourth. And a couple of down the bench players checking in, and Dave Mislin recognizing what is.
Oh, no question. Only a minute and 51 left. And I'm sure you'll see some substitutions on the part of Peters Township as well.
Anthony Mantic checks in, Brady Onda as well for South Fayette. Indians going the wrong direction here.
Well, I was going to say that they're not going to get it over either.
Yeah, nice sprint to the finish line there by Sachs. Cross court, 3-ball won't go. Rebound inside for Xavier Knox, and he is fouled on the way up.
Brian Devine from the 3. Got nothing but air that time.
Tyson Wright called for the foul. Xavier Knox at the free throw line to shoot 2. 1:34 to play. Peters Township in control from the get-go. 61-44 at the moment. Free throw won't go. Peters led by 17 at intermission, so it's been an even game over this the next 14 minutes, or 14 and a half minutes. Second foul shot won't go either, and a rebound cleared by Brady Onda. Lions get it across the timeline. Feltz to Deans, on into the far corner to Mantic. Lob down low, pass too tall for Onda, and the Indians with the takeaway. Cooper Donovan. And now to the near side to Lucas Sachs. He'll deal far side. Dan Dudek, couple of trays tonight. Lucas Sachs has 4 3-pointers and 16 total. 3-ball in flight, nothing but net. Dan Dudek hits his 3rd tray, 2nd of the quarter.
So the 2 sophomores, Dudek and Sachs, have been able to knock shots down, huh? How about those 3-pointers?
64-44, and the Lions miss the shot. And right there to grab the rebound is Xavier Knox, and Tyson Wright fouls him. 2nd foul on Wright in the game, and Indians already in a shooting position, with South Fayette guilty of 5 fouls in the quarter.
And they have slowly brought this to a 20-point lead.
Dan Dudek at the line to shoot 2. First one good.
Dudek has a really nice release, too, when he shoots that basketball.
And Dudek into double digits now with 10. And Peters Township a little further down the roster as well. Chase Chokel checks in. 2nd foul shot also good for Dudek. He'll have finished with 11. Well, shouldn't say finish. There's still 45 seconds to play.
Yeah, maybe 11.
Lions on the high screen, and shot muscled up by Noah Feltz somehow. 30 seconds to play, 66-46. Peters Township with the lead and the win in hand. Indians work the ball. Chokel takes it to the low block. He'll feed it out to Dudek. Near side, 3-ball, way too strong. Ball ends up in the hands underneath, and the Indians throw it away after the 3-ball miss by Brian Devine. That one didn't hit anything either.
No, he's 0 for 2 and not even close. Final
seconds of the ball game. On the dribble, it's Feltz, throws it down low, throws it away, and Bear Glued will keep it in his hands on the dribble and dribble it out. Peters Township 66, South Fayette 46. Recap coming your way here on the WJPA Sports Network.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
I'm Elizabeth McLeod-Walls, president of Washington and Jefferson College. W&J is part of the fabric of Washington. You'll see our students, faculty, and staff volunteering in local organizations, supporting community events, collaborating with area schools, and lending a hand where help is needed. This is a place where people look out for one another, work side by side, and invest in the place we all call home. Washington and W&J, moving forward together.
Looking for your next getaway? Discover Greene County, Pennsylvania, where small town charm meets wide open adventure. Explore scenic parks and winding trails. Visit historic towns and tour our picturesque covered bridges. Enjoy family-friendly events, hands-on history, and peaceful countryside views. Whether you're planning a day trip or a weekend escape, Greene County has something for everyone. Start planning your visit today at visitgreene.org.
With the win tonight, Peters Township improves to 14-5 overall, 8-2 in the league, comfortably in front of the rest of the pack. South Fayette, though, with the loss, drops to 6-5, just one game remaining in the section, and that is against Trinity. Hillers in a situation where they got to win out, but they need help. They need Baldwin to beat Ringgold, then to lose a couple themselves, et cetera, et cetera. Hillers, big hill to climb there, but not so for Peters. They're tuning up now.
Yeah, they look good tonight. And, you know, the thing you could see clearly, I thought, from this game was Peters Township had a lot of players that could knock shots down. When you looked at South Fayette, you had Tyson Wright and Owen Keener inside that could score, but nobody else could make a shot, Bob. And you need to have some guys knock down some perimeter shots. I'm not saying you got to shoot them all the time, but you have to have some help other than the two players that scored the majority of their points.
8-0 run to start the game, a 13-0 run over a 3-minute span of the second quarter. That puts you up 21. Oh, guess what the final was? 20 points.
Yes.
You know,
and I didn't think Dylan Donovan had a particularly great game, but I understand why. He missed 5 shots that we thought were in the basket that came out. But congratulations to that young man, all-time leading scorer in the history of Peters Township basketball.
Peters Township 13-4 lead at the end of one quarter. The Indians outscored the Lions 18-10 in the second to lead by 17 at the break. 15-14 advantage in the third, and then 20-18 in the fourth. Pretty even in the second half, but Peters Township with the 66-46 win here this evening. Check some individual numbers for you. 16 points for Lucas Sachs to lead all scorers. Jaden Greco had 14, including 4 3-balls. 4 threes tonight for Sachs as well. Dylan Donovan with 14 points tonight. 3 threes, 3 foul shots, and a deuce as well. Peters 7 of 10 at the free throw line. Tyson Wright with 20. Owen Keener with 14 for South Fayette, but you got to have help from other places. That's 34 of the 46 points that South Fayette scored on the night, coming off the hands of those two players. Time to recognize our player of the game, brought to you by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County.
Turn your passion into a nursing career at CCBC Washington County College Center. Our associate degree nursing program launches fall of 2026, and you can start your journey now. Already an LPN? Our advanced placement pathway helps you level up towards becoming an RN. Learn more at our virtual information session, Wednesday, February 18th. Reserve your spot today at ccbcwashington.com.
You know, it's a pretty good bet that if a guy becomes the school's all-time leading boys basketball scorer, and he didn't just score a point or two to make it happen, that he's going to get the nod. And indeed, that's where we're going to go. Dylan Donovan, our Washington County College Center CCBC player of the game. Donovan with the 5 in the opening quarter, 6 more in the second period. Needed 2 more points to get to the record, and hit a foul shot in the third and then 2 in the fourth. And with his 14 points tonight, Dylan Donovan passes Eric Lang on the all-time scoring list for Peters Township, eclipsing 1,292 points, knocking on the door 1,300 points in his high school career, and our player of the game nod. Tonight's game on the WJPA Sports Network has been brought to you in part by Visit Greene. Greene County has something for everyone. Log on, visitgreene.org. By Washington and Jefferson College. W&J in Washington, moving forward together. By CNX Dreamfields, making your dream field come true. By Washington and Jefferson College, I did that already. By Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation and Advanced Surgical Hospital. They're my neighbors. By Washington Financial Bank, for 125 years, proud to be the bank that gets you. And by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. Tomorrow, the WJPA Sports Network crew will be right back here at the AHN Arena for the WPIL Wrestling Team Tournament semifinals, third place in championship matches. Our coverage starts just before 10 a.m. with the McGuffey matches in the 2A bracket. We'll follow that with Cannon McMillan in the 3A semi shortly before 1:30, all on WJPA AM and online. Thanks to head coaches Joe Ehrman and Dave Mislin, to athletic director Brian Geyer, assistant Justin Piles, and the entire crew here at Peters Township. From our partner Tom Drakely, floor director Jason Tennant, Brett Gambita and Grady Peterson on camera, and Jacob Knisner producing in our downtown Washington studios, I'm Bob Gregg. Thanks for being with us here on Pennsylvania's radio sports leader. From the AHN Arena in Peters Township, your final score, Peters Township 66, South Fayette 46. This has been a presentation of the WJPA Sports Network.